To all my black entrepreneurs, we gotta do better, y'all. So tune in to the EntrepreNUBIANS Podcast, where we help build better black businesses.
Hey. Welcome to another episode, another week with the EntrepreNUBIANS Podcast. I'm your girl, Tiffany Nicole, and that is Lash Trace.
What up?
And we are here with Mr. Brandon Sykes of Black is Wealth.
What up, Brandon?
Ma'am. How you doing?
Good,
man. Glad you came to see us, man.
Yes.
We met you at
It was a melanin market. It was called a melanin market in Jersey.
Melanin market.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was a black expo for black business.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big event. I'm glad I did that one.
Yeah,
I'm glad you did too. We wouldn't be sitting here.
Exactly. Yeah, we had no idea what was going on. Like we walked up to you, you started explaining what your mission statement was. We're like, oh, you need to be on the podcast. You need to be on the podcast.
Right?
Yeah.
Very forward, very driven.
Yes.
And very focused.
Yep. I got to be like that, man. In order for me to really achieve what I want to achieve, I have to be like that. I just can't just be a slouch. I got to get it done.
Y'all hear that? No slouching.
Take notes.
Yes.
So how did you get into the Melanin Market Expo?
How
did you find out about it? I'm sorry.
I think someone sent it to me.
Okay.
And I've tried to do as many pop-up shops as I can, but I want to do big ones. I don't want to do, I do a lot of small ones, but like the most impact come from the big ones because I get to talk to more people.
Facts.
And the small ones, you see the same people, over and over again as you go along at every small event that you go to. So when the Melanin Market, when somebody sent that to me and I saw like how serious they took it and how big it was going to be, I'm like, yeah, I got to do this one.
Yeah.
There was a lot of black businesses there. It was good to see.
Yeah,
I'm mad that we left early.
I know.
Because we missed Suzanne Christine perform.
Yeah. She was just here last week.
Yeah, we interviewed her last week. We missed a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot of things that went on that her and I left early, so we missed out on it.
Yeah, because we didn't find out about it until I think the day before. And we have this monthly Pekino game with my mom and my aunts and his mother and him and I. We cannot miss this Pekino game because I tend to win the big pot, so we have to go. So we had to leave early, but we wanted to make sure we actually got there. So we were there when it opened.
Okay,
we were there for like an hour and a half maybe, but we missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of successful people there, and potential successful people. I like going into environments like that because you get to feed off everyone's energy.
Yes.
And I was right by the food, so I really,
perfect spot.
All the traffic was coming in.
Yes.
All the traffic was coming there, so I had to stay there, and I had to really be. I don't like being behind the table and just sitting there. No one is really gonna. You got to be approachable.
You do.
No one is gonna approach you if you're just sitting behind the table. So
true.
And I learned that from Nick and Marlon. They own Word and Vision. They say if you're going to do a podcast, I always do them. I mean, not a podcast, pop up. I always do them by myself. Right. So I have to, I have to be out there and I have to like talk to people because that's the only way people are going to get attracted to the table.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. So let us know what is Black is Wealth? What is it?
All right. So it just means use what you have in you. So our mission is to inspire and empower the culture to realize that we have wealth in us, and use our inner wealth, we can achieve any other kind of wealth that we want. So it's not really about money. It's about using your strength, resilience, and brilliance to achieve any other kind of wealth that you want, essentially. Because I didn't come from much, but I know that I'm going to be wealthy. I know I'm wealthy already. So I want our culture to really use what we have in us to achieve all the wealth that we want, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, all the wealth. You can't just be wealthy in one aspect of your life. You got to be wealthy in everything. And from our culture, we are here because our ancestors was wealthy internally. Like we didn't have much. We were slaves, but we fought and we still here. So there's no reason why we shouldn't like look at ourselves as wealth like internally already.
I love
dope,
it. I love it. Yeah,
I never thought about that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, our ancestors had to have some type of wealth in them because they didn't have it on the outside.
Yeah.
They had nothing. They had everything taken away from them but food and shelter.
And they were barely given that.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they had to not only fight with their masters, they fought with themselves, and they fought everything that was against them.
Yep.
You have to have some type of wealth inside of you to endure so much.
Yep.
Well, I mean, honestly, we were taken from our homeland because we had a wealth of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
We knew how to work that raw land.
Right.
That's why they came and got us.
Yep.
Because they saw what we were doing.
Yep.
Right.
Like, so we've been wealthy.
Yeah. Right. So I really want to change that in the culture, because I mean, all the violence and everything going on is because we don't value our lives. So I'm just doing my little part just to if I get one person to value their life, I did my job, because I know that person is going to affect someone else, and it's just going to be a domino effect.
Yeah.
So I just try to affect one person at a time, man. Change one person's mindset at a time, and I think I can do that. I think I can really do it.
I think you can too,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Because these kids, man, it's almost like they think they can respawn back from death.
Yeah.
Like they kill each other as if they're playing a video game or something, and they feel like, oh, he's got 100 lives, he's gonna come back.
Yeah.
No, this is it. You just ended this person's life for what? Over a girl or over an argument or disrespect?
Yeah.
It's crazy because we kill ourselves like more than any other race. Like,
yes. And get mad when anybody else makes any kind of threat or says something wrong or disrespects us.
Yeah, so
when we are extremely disrespectful to each other more than anybody, and we're the least tolerant of disrespect.
Yeah, so I'm really trying to change that, because I look at y'all like both the same. Like, I love y'all. I don't know y'all. I met y'all once, but like y'all, I know y'all have something in y'all that's really gonna push y'all to be successful, and I want every black person to look at another black person like that. So that's why I say black is wealth. Like, you're looking at wealth when you look at us.
Right. We're looking back at you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Exactly. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So I have a question. So do you do like speaking engagements like at schools and stuff? Because you really should.
Nah.
I'm just like, you should put that out there.
That is definitely one of my goals. Because growing up, I was a terrible student. Like, I was so. If you ask anyone that knows me, I was a terrible student. I was bad. I was the one that was acting up. My mom had to come to my school every day. So I do want to get into schools and let them kids know that you don't have to do that. You can find another way to be successful, or you can find another way to get your anger out or express yourself. I shouldn't even say get your anger out. Just another way to express yourself. Because for me, like I did that in sports. Like, I played football. So when I started to play football, I started to calm down a little bit. Started to express myself on the field, or playing different sports. So I do want to get into schools so I can like teach young men and young women that they can express themselves in a different way, and also they can be entrepreneurs, not just working 9 to 5 when they graduate, because that's all school is really.
Oh yeah, it's programming you.
Yeah, it's setting you up to work a 9 to 5, but it's needed though. It's needed because you have to see both sides. How are you going to learn how to build the business if you've never been in the business?
Very true.
Is he not dropping jewels?
All day.
Okay.
All day.
Teach these people, man.
Yeah, so when I started it was crazy how it all started. When I was working at Wawa for 4 years, pumping gas when I was in college, because I had to pay for myself to go to
I
school.
was like, pumping gas, but I forgot you from Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey.
I'm
Jersey
like, wait,
boy.
hold up. Yeah, I forgot.
Full service.
Jersey boy, full service. Tip your gas attendants in Jersey, please. So one day,
Always do.
one day I was at work, man, and I'm just like, it was my senior year in college. I'm like, yo, I need to do something. I know I was going to go work in corporate for a little while, but I'm like, I need to own something. And what has the lowest barrier to entry? And I looked at it as clothing. So once I was like, all right, and my ex owned the clothing brand. So once I thought about, okay, I want to own a clothing brand, I just had to think of a name, but I had to think something that spoke to me and something that really meant something. I just didn't want to make a name and just slap a name on it on a T-shirt and say, "Hey, this is my clothing brand." So I want to
do that though.
Yeah. A lot of people do it, but they don't really last.
They don't go anywhere. There's no meaning behind it.
Exactly.
So I'm still in the beginning stages of the brand. I'm nowhere where I want to be at, but I know with this meaning of the brand, no matter the logo, no matter the design of it, it's going to go far because of the meaning of it.
Right.
Everybody can relate to that. And when we really think about it, like, we are wealth. So it's going to resonate like for a long time.
Right. That's decent,
I know.
man.
I'm like, ooh.
I'm wealth. I'm gonna be in the mirror looking different now.
Exactly.
Look, it doesn't matter what your bank account says. It doesn't matter where you are in life right now. Just know that you are wealth.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have everything you need in you to do with whatever you want to do.
Right.
Literally.
And the only person in the way of you getting there is you.
Is you. You just gotta change your mindset.
Mm.
Yep.
That's all we doing. Trying to change mindsets, man.
So you must come across a lot of what we call ninja business.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to promote your brand
Mm-hmm.
and talk to black people and get them on the same page
Mm-hmm.
and understanding that black is wealth. You must come across a lot of ninja business. So I want to talk about that. Hold that thought.
Okay.
Hold that thought. We're going to come back on our next segment.
Yes.
Stay tuned, y'all. Stay locked in. We got Brandon Sykes here with Black is Wealth.
Black is Wealth.
And we will be right back, y'all. Stay tuned. All right, we out.